They told you all vegetables are good for you. That's not just wrong, it's a dangerous lie. One that's been quietly protected for decades by the very food industry that profits from your confusion. The truth? Some of the vegetables you've been told are superfoods could be actively working against you, contributing to stiff joints, heavy legs, and the slow erosion of your precious collagen, especially after you pass the age of 60. My name is John. For 15 years at the Oak Lane Wellness Clinic, I've seen countless seniors who are frustrated and in pain, doing everything right, but still feeling worse. I'm here today to pull back the curtain and show you why. In this video, we are going to expose the 4 worst vegetables that could be silently sabotaging your strength and mobility. And then, more importantly, I'll give you the 4 building block vegetables you must eat to help reverse the damage and reclaim your energy. You'll want to stick around, because the #1 vegetable on our must-eat list is a common staple. Proven in recent studies to help protect your body's collagen so effectively, it's turning heads in the medical community, and I guarantee most people walk right past it in the grocery store. To be clear, this isn't just my opinion. Every single study I mention is linked for you in the description below. You can see the science for yourself. Now, before we expose the first vegetable on our danger list, I want to hear from you. Where in the world are you watching from today? Drop a comment below. I read and respond to as many as I can. Many folks turn to beet juice for energy, or spinach salads for calcium. They think they're doing the best thing for their bodies, and they're not wrong. But both of these vegetables are loaded with compounds called oxalates. Picture oxalates like tiny pieces of Velcro. In some people's bodies, especially those with sensitive kidneys, these Velcro pieces can stick to calcium. They form crystals. This puts a burden on our systems. I remember Frank, a retired carpenter. He started every morning with a big spinach smoothie. He thought it was good for his bones. But he couldn't understand why he still felt tired, why his finger joints kept stiffening up. He didn't realize the oxalates were preventing his body from absorbing all that precious calcium. This doesn't mean you have to ban them completely. Instead of using them daily, think of them as an occasional treat. A smart swap for your daily greens could be collard greens or bok choy. They're rich in calcium but much lower in oxalates. Tomatoes are in everything, from pasta sauce to your lunch salad. They're part of American cuisine. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family. They contain a compound called solanine. For most people, it's harmless. But for some sensitive folks, especially those who already have joint inflammation, solanine can be like a noisy guest in a quiet room. It doesn't cause the problem, but it can make existing discomfort worse. Frank loved his homemade chili, loaded with tomatoes. He noticed that after eating it, the dull ache in his knee seemed worse the next day. He blamed it on the weather. If you suspect you're sensitive, try a little experiment. Cut back on tomatoes for a week. See how you feel. For similar rich flavor in sauces, try pureed pumpkin or roasted beets, in moderation, mixed with herbs. You might be surprised. Potatoes are comfort food. Baked or mashed, they seem like a healthy choice, right? The challenge with potatoes isn't that they're bad. It's how they affect our blood sugar. They have a high glycemic index. This means they convert to blood sugar very quickly. Think of it like pouring gas too fast into a small tank. It overflows. This causes an energy spike, then a sudden crash. You feel tired and foggy in the afternoon. Frank used to eat a big baked potato at lunch. He always wondered why, around 2 p.m., he felt exhausted. He couldn't focus on his gardening projects. A wonderful substitute is roasted cauliflower. When roasted, it gets sweet and has that satisfying fluffy texture. Or sweet potatoes. They have a lower glycemic index and provide more vitamin A. Think of white potatoes as a special occasion food, not your daily staple. We all know broccoli is good for us, so we boil it until it's soft and easy to eat. This is a challenge about preparation. Broccoli contains a wonderful compound called sulforaphane. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory. But this compound is very sensitive to high heat and water. When you boil broccoli until it turns gray-green and mushy, you've accidentally washed away and destroyed most of its best benefits. At first, Frank boiled his broccoli. He said, "It's fine, but I don't feel any different." He wasn't getting its full power. The solution is incredibly simple. Steam lightly. Steam for 3 to 5 minutes until it's bright green and still has a bite to it. This keeps the nutrients. Add a little olive oil and a squeeze of lemon. This doesn't just boost flavor, it helps your body absorb the good vitamins better. The first month, he made 2 small changes. He swapped his lunch-baked potato for roasted cauliflower, and he started steaming his broccoli instead of boiling it. He told me, "John, the strange thing is, I don't feel sleepy in the afternoon anymore. I can work in my workshop for hours without needing a break." The second month, encouraged, he experimented more. He cut back on his tomato chili, just once a week now. Instead, he started adding roasted carrots to his meals, one of the building vegetables we'll talk about. He called me and said, "The aching in my hands hasn't disappeared, but it's quieter. It's like the volume has been turned down." The third month, he added kale to his morning eggs, occasionally cooked stews with okra. After 3 months, he came to see me. He wasn't running marathons, but he said, "I can kneel down to garden without hesitation. I can open a pickle jar without asking my wife. I feel like I'm in charge of my body again." That's a real victory. Frank's story shows the power of replacing obstacles with building blocks. So, what are those 4 vegetables? 4. Broccoli, lightly steamed. The anti-inflammatory powerhouse. It provides sulforaphane to calm irritated joints. 3. Kale, the mineral supplier. It's packed with vitamin K and calcium to support your bone structure. 2. Okra, the joint lubricator. Its unique slime helps keep your joints hydrated and moving smoothly. 1. Carrots, the collagen repairman. They're loaded with beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A. This is crucial for maintaining and repairing skin and connective tissues. That's why Frank found his hands more flexible and his skin less dry. The beauty of Frank's transformation wasn't dramatic overnight change. It was consistent, gentle improvements. Like tending a garden, not flipping a switch. Frank's story isn't about a miracle. It's about small, consistent adjustments. Your health isn't an on-off switch. It's a garden you tend to every day. I'm not asking you to throw out everything in your refrigerator. I have an invitation for you. Just pick one thing to try this week. Maybe it's steaming broccoli instead of boiling it. Or swapping one potato meal for sweet potato. Just one thing. And after you try it, come back here and leave a comment. Tell us how you felt. Nothing is too small. Your journey might be the inspiration someone else needs to read on exactly the right day. We're here to support each other. Remember, feeling better after 60 isn't about trying to turn back the clock. It's about learning to work in harmony with the amazing body you have right now. You have so much more control than you think. Every small, kind choice you make for yourself is an act of strength. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It deserves your patience and kindness as you figure out what makes it feel its best. Some days will be better than others. That's normal, that's human. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. It's listening to what your body is telling you and responding with love, not judgment. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Frank started with just steaming his broccoli differently. Look where that simple change led him. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You just need to be curious about what might help you feel a little bit better tomorrow than you do today. And remember, every person's body is different. What worked for Frank might work differently for you. That's okay. The important thing is that you're paying attention. You're being your own advocate. You're treating yourself with the respect you deserve. Thank you for investing time in your health today. I'm John from Oak Lane Wellness Clinic. Stay well, my friend.